What's up everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new CSB single column wide margin Bible by Holman in their new Handcrafted collection. Let's take a look. Alright guys, here we have it, the all-new CSB single column wide margin Bible in black goat skin in their new Holman Handcrafted collection. I was really curious to see how that would differ from this, the CSB verse by verse wide margin, and it's really just a different color box, I think, because they're the same quality stuff, which I really like. I do like this color better, I think. It's a little slate, it's a little teal. Anyway, here we have a two-piece box. Has this nice paper. Put it up here. And so it's a really nice black goat skin. This goat skin is pretty pebbly, which is cool. Their cover is not incredibly soft. The liner, I think, is a bit thicker, but it's cool because it kind of just flops open and lays flat. So I really like that, and I know that it will get softer with use. When I get new Bibles, I kind of just rub the cover like this to make it softer. I don't know if that's normal or weird or whatever. I mean, probably weird, but this is an edgeline Bible, so you see we have this kind of perimeter gilt line in gold. We've got the edge line right here. Again, that is the liner here going into these two pieces of paper that are glued together with the liner in it. So that just makes it a super secure Bible. The dimensions of this, so this is a larger Bible than I was thinking it was going to be, and this is about 10 inches by about 7 1/4 by a little over 2 inches thick. So think like study Bible size. It might not be your carry everywhere, everyday carry Bible, but it may. Maybe you like carrying big Bibles. I could for sure see myself carrying this places that I know I will be taking significant notes. Like maybe you're going on a retreat, you're praying through stuff, you're seeking the Lord. There's loads of margin space in this, and it wouldn't bother me to take it with me somewhere. It just might not be the everyday carry Bible like some of the others. But here we have this presentation page. Single column wide margin, and then we get into this copyright ISBN stuff. I don't know if you can see this well, but this is the revised version. So in 2020 they put out a newer version with just a few revisions, and that's this version, which is cool. We have the table of contents. You know, in music, there's this saying, don't bore us, get to the chorus. And it's like, yeah, the verse is cool, long introductions and stuff, like people just want to hear a catchy chorus. Kind of feel like that with Bible reviews, like I really just want to see the layout. So here we go. The Old Testament. Boom. Here is our layout. Super nice. This is a large, it's a 10.5 point font, and this is a custom font. I think it's by 2K Denmark, which is really cool. I love that Skylar and now Holman and even Cambridge with the Topaz are using red throughout the text. I think that's just, for me, it's kind of a game changer. It just makes it really easy on the eyes. We have a little under an inch margin in the gutter here, and over an inch here on the outside, an inch on top and bottom, really like so much space to be writing. I actually took a bit of notes in Ephesians here, very little, some highlighting and a little bit of writing, just so I can show you guys what it looks like. So this is in the gutter, loads of space. Now look at the bleed on the other side, or lack thereof, I should say. I mean, that bleed is nominal. It's hardly noticeable, and then you can't even really see, like, this is where the highlighting on this page, the highlighting here goes into this space where there's no writing, and you can't even hardly tell. That's partially because I use some highlighters that I absolutely love. It's Faber-Castell, and they're called Pitt Artist Pens, and they are just so fantastic. I love those things a lot. You will see that we have 3 double-sided satin ribbons. They actually cut these straight across instead of at an angle. I think that they're a great length. This is also just a black letter text. Words of Christ in black, which I said before, I really love that. I love black letter text because I feel like when you're taking notes, especially in a wide margin like this, if you have any kind of color code system or anything like that, it's just easier to do what you want with the text colors. Then we get to the end of Revelation. Got table of weights and measures. And then we go into a concordance. I really like too that they keep this wide margin space in the concordance. So if for some reason you want to take notes on these verses, kind of write your own thing next to it, there's seriously loads of space to do that, which I think is fantastic. So all the way through the concordance here. Good size concordance. We've got a couple of blank pieces of paper. So if you're gonna write notes or anything, those blank pages actually come before the maps, which is really cool. So if you're gonna take notes, you can actually do that on those pages even before you get to the maps. Again, maps on thick Bible paper. It's not cardstock, it's not glossy. Super nice. I really like the colors on their maps. Yep. And then we just have the end sheet again where it goes into this edge line. It just says goat skin leather cover. There. You can see that? Yeah, I mean, all in all, this is a great Bible. If you are a single column person, I think that you will really enjoy this layout. It's large, but it handles notes well, and you could write a lot of them. And if you are a fan of the CSB version, like I am, my family is really enjoying it. This is the kind of Bible that I would love to just do my yearly read through in, because you have the single column text for readability, but then as you're going through, you make notes and stuff. And I've mentioned before in one of my videos, but one of the things I intend to do with my premium Bibles is that I will one day give my Bibles to my children. My wife and I have 6 kids at home right now, and I make notes in the Bibles in seasons that are significant to each child's life. For instance, when our twins were born, one of them, India, was in the NICU for 7 weeks, and I was taking notes on the Psalms, and it was such a heavy, difficult season. And so that Bible, I can't wait to give it to Indy when she gets older, and it has notes about when she was born, when she was in the NICU, when she came out, and then even just like special notes in the back and stuff. And so I encourage you, maybe that's something that you haven't really considered, but I'm a very sentimental person. I have some of my grandparents' things, like letters corresponding during World War II, and those things are all really special to me. So imagine if you have kids or even just somebody that you want to bless at some point. Imagine receiving a Bible like this full of notes from somebody that you love, and the way that the Spirit of God was speaking to you as you were going through His Word. It's going to be super special. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a fan of taking notes, especially in a wide margin. Like, that seems to be the purpose of it, so that you have space for notes. So if you're into that, I encourage you, go out and get one of these and spend time in it, and ask the Spirit what He would speak to you as you approach His Word, not just to open it kind of aimlessly, but to ask the Spirit of God, which book am I supposed to go through right now? And spending time, like practicing hermeneutics, seeing what the context is, lingering in verses and asking, what did this mean historically and the culture that the author was in, and what does it mean for me right now? And so, yeah, side note, just spend time doing that and you will be blessed. All right, and then lastly, I wanted to compare these two lovely Bibles from Holman. This is the one that we've been looking at, the CSB single column wide margin. This is the CSB verse by verse wide margin. So you can see already, like, size wise, they're not incredibly different. When you line them up, I mean, the verse by verse is almost the same dimensions. The real difference is with the thickness. So you could see that this verse by verse is a bit over an inch, and then this wide margin single column is a bit over 2 inches. So there, I mean, it's not a massive difference, but it's noticeable for sure. So yeah, again, this is verse by verse. See differences in layouts. So if you want options with your wide margins, this verse by verse, I think, is fantastic for teaching. I had the opportunity to teach through the book of Philippians in one of these, and it was just so awesome. I love the verse by verse format. I love the size of the font. I love the margin. I love that it's black letter. I love a lot about it. All right, so here we have it, two amazing Bibles. We have the verse by verse wide margin, the single column wide margin, both by Holman. And I want to say a massive thank you to the team at Holman Lifeway. They sent me the single column Bible just to review, and just so kind of them. I love the work that they are doing. I will tell you, for the price of these Bibles, when it comes to the paper quality, when it comes to the leather that they're using, just the craftsmanship that goes into these things for the price point, I don't know that there's a better, more premium Bible that you could get. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this review, please hit that subscribe button. There will be more to come. God bless you.